Starting on the mound in this one, Parker Messick. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going. How things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Corbin Carroll, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. And a foul ball. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Anthony Santander at the plate.
0-1.
And he grounds one to the right side. And that's just foul. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off. 2 away now. So digging in, Brent Rooker. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Back now in the Bronx. And pitching in this one for the A's, Luis Severino. What should we keep an eye on here?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Here's the throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. Here comes Aaron Judge. What a stop. And they get the out. Here comes Cody Bellinger. In the air, left field. And a base hit, and they take the lead. Now a long throw home.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well.
Check swing, went around. That's strike 1. And that is out of play. Man at first, 1 away. Swung on, belted. Way back there. Going. Gone. A 2-run shot. This is Willie Castro. Gets him to chase after that one. In the air to left center. And there's 2 down. Stepping in, Dominic Canzone.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Nope, outside.
Swing and a miss. That's strike two. Popped in the air, left field, and that'll do it. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, second inning set to go.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame. Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. One away. One out man at first. Bryson Stott up next for the A's.
Nope, outside.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
3-0 down. And a foul ball. Yelich, the runner at first with one gone in the inning.
Runner.
Yelich goes. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base, not even close. Payoff pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Base hit into the outfield. In comes the run from second. Caught in a rundown now. They get the tag on him, and that's the second out. Now the third baseman, Luke Diesel. Liner snagged at first. Bottom half of inning number 2, and stepping in for the Yankees, Nolan Arenado. Severino trying to bounce back from a bumpy first. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Wastes no time there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
And here is Sosa to the plate. In the air, right field. And there's one down. Now here is Edgar Caro. Line drive and foul ball. Now the 0-1. Here's a rocket to right field. He makes the grab. Now a long throw to first. Throw behind the runner. Back here in New York, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Andres Jimenez. In the air to left center. Castro. Long run on his horse. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. Andy Ibanez up next for the A's. Check swing and he went. And that is strike one. Ibanez, 32 years old. They got him off of waivers earlier this season. That's to third. Oh, great stop. To first. And that's a great play for the out. This is Corbin Carroll. Struck out swinging his first time.
Hey. Ball! That pitch is out.
So now 1-2.
Ball, that pitch is up.
That
Ball
one missed.
inside.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 2 down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 3-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Payoff pitch. And he couldn't hold back. He's back in New York. Set for the bottom of the third. J.P. Crawford stepping in now for the Yankees.
Crawford.
Pitch
Ball,
misses
that's
inside,
inside.
and it's 1-0.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Here's Judge now. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Way to
Whoa,
lay
that's
off
up
that
there.
fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
The 1-1. There's a swing and a drive. That's got a chance. And that one is out of here. One down. Bellinger up to hit. In the air, out towards left center. Yelich takes it in for the out. 2 down. And now it's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
The 0-2. On the ground. The throw to first. They get the out on Soto. Back at Yankee Stadium as we go to the top of the fourth. Anthony Santander digs in now. Ground ball right side. Throws to first in time. One pitch and one out. Now it's the right fielder, Brent Rooker. Up the middle. And that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Yelich stepping into the box now. A single and a run scored and a walk. Swings through that one.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Stays alive. Yankees up by 3. Top half of inning number 4.
Ball.
Just
ball.
misses. And the count now even up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him looking for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Next for the A's.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. 0 for 1 so far.
What do you
Kirk
got?
checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. Nope, he held back.
Aye.
Check
Aye.
swing, but he went too far. And the count 1-2. Curve in the dirt, kicks away. No advance though. Rooker off of first with 2 away. This one in the air right field. And that is that. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the fourth, Willie Castro stepping in now for the Yankees.
Willie Castro.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
The 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. And that one moves his feet. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. And the batter now, Dominic Canzone.
That's a ball.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. A solo shot. So now it's Nolan Arenado. The 0-1. And it's fouled away. This one in the air, right field. Stop. Makes the grab on the run.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Oh, look at the stop. What a play. Inning over. We go to the top of the 5th. This is Bryson Stott. Ripped to right, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Now at the plate, Luke Keeschel. Hard liner. And he makes the catch. And there's one down. Next up for the A's, Andres Jimenez. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And first offering is fouled off. Out towards right center field. And there's 2 away. Andy Ibanez up next for the A's. Grounded out his first time.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position.
There goes the runner. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Man at second.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Check swing, and he went. And the count's even at 2. Runner goes again. This one in the air, center field. And that's the 3rd out. Back for more from the Bronx. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Edgar Quero stepping in now for the Yankees. Just missed.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. J.P. Crawford, the next to hit. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. That one fouled off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
And they'll do it again. The 0-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Judge now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Judge rips that one. And that is that. Top of the 6th inning. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Corbin Carroll. That misses.
Nope, that's a ball.
Ball 1.
You know, these A's just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Gets it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Anthony Santander. And first offering is fouled off. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The Athletics down by 4, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Up the middle. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. 2 out. Base is empty. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. 1 for 2. Check swing. No appeal. And the count is 2-0. On the ground right side, Sosa handles, throws to first, and it's a 1. Back in the Bronx. Well, we go bottom 6. Cody Bellinger stepping in now for the Yankees.
Cody Bellinger.
Hit in the air, center field. Carroll on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered here in this one. A sliding stop. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. So up next, Willie Castro. Foul ball. Castro in his 7th season, 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Yelich under it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the top of the 7th. It's Christian Yelich. Brant Herter gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Next up for the A's, Alejandro Kirk. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Here's a 1-1. Inside, almost got him.
2.
Here's a 2-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Bryson Stock getting ready to hit. Yelich stands at first with one out.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Check swing called strike. And the count 1-2. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Safe at second, and that was not close. So digging in, Luke Keeschel. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Yelich flies around third. Not in time. He's safe.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
At the plate, Andres Jimenez brings it in. And that is that. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, bottom of the 7th, Dominic Panzone stepping in now for the Yankees. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
Yep, that ball went out.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Nolan Arenado. And first offering is fouled off. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Takes it in for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Lenny and Sosa will hit next. In the air, right field. And that is that. Back in New York, ready to begin the 8th, Andy Ibanez. Now at the plate.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Back to the top of the order now. Here's the center fielder, Corbin Carroll. Check swing to the first pitch. Look down to third, and he held up. The A's trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the 8th. On the ground, right side. Sosa fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Anthony Santander. 0 for 3 in this one. No question about this one. It's out of here. Anthony Santander knocks one out. So 2 down. Brent Rooker up next for the A's. Sliced hard but foul. Swing and a foul out of play.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Good eye in that spot. And he couldn't hold back. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Edgar Caro. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for 2. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely. Back to the top of the order. And next for New York.
Now pitching for the
Pitching change here. Jack Dreyer. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball.
Number 2, Tyler Goldberg.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. This one in the air, center field. Carroll settles under it, and there's one away. Here is Aaron Judge. Judge comes up empty there. That clips the corner.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Good job to fight that one off. 1 out and a runner at second. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Tolbert over at second, 1 down.
That's ball 2.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Carroll takes it in for the out. 2 away. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger.
Nope. Ball 1.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. Gone. A 2-run homer. Juan Soto down. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Yelich should have this one. And that will end the inning. Back now in the Bronx. We go to the 9th. Here comes Christian Yelich. That one ripped but foul. 0-1 down. And that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Kenley Jansen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Fought off foul. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. One out man at first. Next up for the A's, Bryson Stott. Ground ball up the middle and a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And now here is Luke Keeschel. Second and third, one away. Here at the top of the ninth. That misses the zone. 2 balls, no strikes.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
2 on, 1 out. Just missed.
Just out.
Check swing, and he went. And now 3-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. 1 run across. Here comes the throw.
Back-to-back base hits. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Now here is Andres Jimenez.
Ball 1.
Keeschel leads off first with 1 away.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Ground ball right side to Crawford for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
So Mark Kotsay going with a pinch hitter here. Brandon Mark.
And he would be the tying run booth, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
This one in the air right field. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double. Second and third now. Now Corbin Carroll to the dish for a big at bat. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. And a run scores from third thanks to the infield single.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the... run. Now, really...
The new pitcher in the game, Fernando Cruz.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Outside. Ball 2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Hard hit into the gap. 1 run will score. Coming home. He will score, and they take the lead.
He was all over that one. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes...
And that's ripped for a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. Big at bat coming up with Christian Yelich stepping in. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Cruz, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm. Runner on the go. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Back in the Bronx. Last chance for the home team. Willie Castro stepping. So they turn to their closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Save opportunity. For him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Pitch misses inside. Ball one. And that one ripped to left. One up, one down.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Canzone now at the plate as he swings through strike one. And a breaking ball misses outside. The Athletics trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
2-2. And there's a ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Looking to get the tying run on base. In the air, left field. Yelich under it. Brings it in. And there's two down. So last chance for the Yankees. Here's Nolan Arenado. 1 for 3. And ball one. That's towards center. And that'll do it. The A's hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
And a final 8-7. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.